In this video, we want to find the missing constant that would create a perfect square trinomial. As a reminder, a perfect square trinomial is a trinomial that, when factored, has two identical factors. The way to find that missing constant is b over 2 squared. We're going to add that to the current binomial to create the perfect square trinomial. In our first example, b is 6. So we'll take b over 2 and then square it. So we have 6 over 2 squared. That is 3 squared, which is 9. If we add 9, we create a perfect square trinomial. Notice that when we factor that, we get x plus 3 times x plus 3. Two identical factors. We could then simplify that to x plus 3 quantity squared. In our next example, b is negative 10. So b over 2 squared is negative 10 over 2 squared. That is negative 5 squared, which is 25. So we'll add 25 to create the perfect square trinomial. Notice, if we factor this, we get x minus 5 times x minus 5. Again, we get two identical factors. We'll simplify that to x minus 5 squared. In our final example, notice that b is 5. b over 2 squared equals 5 over 2 squared, which is 25 fourths. So we'll add 25 fourths to create the perfect square trinomial. This time when we factor it, the numbers that we put in beside x are not quite as obvious as the previous two examples, but that's okay. There's a trick that we can use that will always give us that number, and that is b over 2. The number b over 2 before you square it will always be what we add in beside x. So in this case, we need to add 5 halves there. And again, we can simplify this to x plus 5 halves squared. Notice that in the previous example, the negative 5 came from b over 2 before you squared it. Same thing with the first example. The 3 came from b over 2, that number before you squared it.